Why did it have to be snakes?
Help me! If you leave, these snakes will kill me! Hurry! Kill the snakes before it's too late! Get me out
Why are
of
there
here!
so many snakes?
Blessed be the god that sent you here. I'd have been eaten alive.
I don't think they...
But they would have certainly...
I'm always happy.
The world could do with more.
Pericles sent me.
How can you joke about this? Thugs!
The snakes?
The thugs!
Why would anyone...
Politicians are easy targets in these troubled times.
Did you recognize?
Pericles asked me to go down to the fish...
Oh, yes.
They threw rotten food and yelled insults at me. These thugs
Where should I look? Where should I look?
I couldn't see their faces, but I recognized their voices from one of the districts I visited. Their
I'll track them down.
tensions are high, right?
The part of Athens I doubt Pericles is proud to talk about. King of the East. There has to be a clue around here somewhere. Snakes. Like the ones that were meant to kill Metiochos. Snake bites. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident. It looks like the thugs who attacked Metiochos weren't the masterminds behind this plot. This must be the house of Metiochos' attack.
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiochos. I found...
Poor Actis. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
Why kill Metiochos with snakes?
We're prisoners in our own city. Because of Pericles and his crooked friends. The snake...
You can't take the law into your own...
Cleon says it's time we took the city back from the elite. Time to fight. Don't matter what you do to us. There will be others who follow our lead.
I know someone gave you those snakes.
He's a real hero of Athens. No puppet of Pericles is going to stop him.
Don't be someone's puppet. Tell me where the snake dealer is.
All right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells his snakes from there.
It's not too late to make a difference, but we have to work together.
Maybe you're right. You didn't have to show us mercy. But where do we start?
Start here. This district is your home. Ignore the politicians and concentrate on where you can make change.
Thank you. We will try.
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller.
Back up!
I'll end you, Misthios. You'll feel the sting of my venom. You can't stop me! Thank you for helping us.
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller. Vigilant here.
You'll feel the sting of my venom.
I see her! I need to find where she went.
Yeah.
I'll end you, Misthios.
Can't run forever. If she's hiding, she'll be nearby. What's that?
Can't wait!
There! Where'd you go? So this is it, huh? She has to be here somewhere. Ow! I'll rip you apart! I'm going to find you! I found her! I know she's not far. I'll find her.
You can't stop me!
Death should keep friends of Pericles safe.
Τρισκατάρατος είναι. Έγνωτη. Η θεή με εγκατέλειψε.
Θαλάσσης πόλεμος απαξιά.
Looks like your situation's improved since we last met.
The danger has passed for now.
A group of fishermen tied you.
What did you do with them?
I showed them the error of the...
I'm glad no blood was shed.
I made it very...
Well, that must have been a terrifying experience for...
Thank you for your help, my friend.
Τι αν έχεις υπό του γείτονό σου ότι εξεπάταξας τον δούλον αυτού εναπολύπων θερσίτων. Ο ενάγων απέστειλε τούτον βοηθήσοντα τον ημέτερον δούλον ημέ εκφορτώσει σύτων. Ο σύτος επεφορτώθιον ηλά το κάρο, ενώ το κάρο απεφορτιζόταν και εκφόρησε τον όρον.
I should be careful. High security here.
Τι ξένος, τι ήστα όταν εμείς.
You must be the one.
I am.
Of course he didn't.
If someone is exiled, can they return?
If they do, they'll be punished.
What does someone have to do to be ostracized?
Anyone seen as a threat to the city or the people is enough. And then it is up to the vote. Some have been ostracized for simply being more disliked than the person they're up against.
What's my role in this?
The votes have already been cast. We don't have long before they're counted. Take the ostraka in this bag and...
You want me to rig the ostracism?
Pericles does. And he has his reasons, I'm sure. Bring me the...
No one will see me go in or out.
Ότι στα λάθης πόλεμος υπάρχει σε μια πόλη.
Keep a sharp watch here. Here, friend.
Misthios, hear me?
You've seen what?
The flower that withers under the loving gaze of the sun. A great sickness is on.
Sickness is bringing entire cities to their knees.
This is no tale of fallen heroes.
What do you want?
Great warrior, you have arrived at just the right time.
So you need me...
Yes,
I'm in.
it's time someone showed me mercy.
May the fates be on your side.
Τραγωδία εκρείται μεταξύ ποιών πατρών. Το επιχείρημα δομή και πληρωμό.
Απίστευτον!
Delivery for you.
Oh, thank you, Misty.
Mother gods!
Do it. I should let Pericles' contact know.
Did I tell you? Before I came out here.
If you're waiting for the results, you shouldn't have to wait much longer.
He's only a child. He could still beat most of the men in this army. All right.
It's done.
You work quickly.
What are you going to do with them?
Dump them in a well. Ah, it looks like the official has arrived.
I apologize for the delay. Don't worry. The Ostraka are all accounted for. The votes were counted, and Anaxagoras is to be ostracized.
Be slow to fall into friendship, but once you do, continue firm and constant. It will be more difficult for me now that Anaxagoras must leave Athens. We were quite close, although he and Pericles were much closer. It's strange, Pericles wasn't here today to...
Would Pericles...
A good friend? Of course. Yet, Anaxagoras seems pleased with the result. This day...
You said you were...
He was like a mentor to me. Many of my best thoughts came to fruition.
Who are you?
Ask anyone and they'll tell you Socrates. But a name gives you nothing.
My name is Cassandra.
And still, I don't feel I know you.
You want to know me?
Knowledge is the one good in this world.
Of course. Knowledge drives everything I do.
Then we are the same in that way.
Knowledge of when to attack, what weapon to use, or when to use reason instead of violence.
We seem to put our love of knowledge into practice quite differently.
I use it how I need to.
You are clearly someone who would do whatever you feel is necessary.
That describes a lot of people.
I suppose I'm curious why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my...
I think you have the wrong person.
You are claiming that you're the wrong person? Life's one true happiness is knowing yourself.
Even if I did know who rigged the ostracism vote, I wouldn't tell you.
And yet, I never said anyone rigged anything.
Socrates! There you are.
Here I am.
You're late.
I wished to see Anaxaguel. It seemed our conversation...
I wouldn't know. There's too many hunters after me now.
You've got sympathy, Joe. I don't like the...
I set sail soon. I want you with me when I do.
Is there something you need? My thanks.
Stop. I can't let you go any further.
It isn't often you see a...
Just do what I'm told, stranger.
Stand aside. This is important.
So is keeping people out. Maybe you can see Phidias after his trial.
Pythias and I have been friends for a long...
You won't. And if you want to leave Athens...
Everyone has a...
Depends how much...
Here, take it.
That'll do just fine.
Funny. I... Sorry about that.
How did you get past the guard?
Relax.
Praise that.
They?
The shadows in the night.
The cult of Cosmo.
Of course I know about...
These are instructions.
On how to kill...
Then Pericles isn't just getting you out of Athens to save you from the tribe.
I don't know who to trust.
First, you need to pull yourself together. I said pull yourself together!
Yes, of course.
Cleon said you're wasting the people's drachmi.
Cleon mentioned me? That's going to hurt Pericles. First...
You and Pericles...
For Pericles and me, it started with our...
All right, we need...
South of Athens, there's an island called Seriphos.
Any clues he has of the...
Yes. A guard.
I'll distract them while you sneak out. Meet me to...
I understand.
You didn't really think I'd let you come and...
Yeah. They'll be on high alert here.
Γιατί τούτον όλων. Good.
I told you I...
So you did.
Can your friend...
Theras and I have been friends.
Wasting time will only get us into trouble. Let's head to Seriphos while we still can. Ready for sailing!
Welcome back, Commander!
There! We can probably salvage that!
never
Commander,
thought.
we're in open water.
I've left places I've called home.
Herodotus, what's that island ahead of us?
That, my friend, is the famous island of Salamis.
The place where Athens...
Hopefully, the cult won't bother me now I'm out of prison.
Start rowing! That debris could be useful.
You don't have to do that.
Do what?
Fill the silence.
Oh, I wasn't trying to do that at all. I simply don't find myself traveling the seas very often.
It can be freeing.
Yes, freeing seems to be an accurate word. Although I've begun to feel a bit sick.
Lean over the side if you need to. Otherwise, you're cleaning it up.
Is your stomach turning as much as mine is?
You'll get used to it. We'll reach Serifos before long.
Oars at the ready! We've got a fight coming! Woo! Feel that wind! Arrows incoming!
More speed!
Handle all of them?
Rowers, to positions!
Waiting your orders, Commander.
I've left places I've come from.
You should watch out. Attention! Commander leaving the helm! Ready when you are, Commander! Much to do, and many unknowns.
Come on! We need more positions here!
all to find. Just smooth sailing ahead.
There's much to do, and many unknowns on the horizon.
Do you see that volcano?
It's pretty hard to miss.
Some say there is an entrance to the underworld at the bottom.
And what? You enter by diving in it?
That's the spirit! A brave Arcadian I once knew had the same idea.
And what happened to him?
The heat of the flames turned him to ashes before he made it halfway down.
I guess some mysteries are best left unexplored.
Nice ship.
You don't have to do that.
Do what?
Fill the silence.
Oh, I wasn't trying to do that at all. I simply don't find myself traveling the seas very often.
It can be freeing.
Yes, freeing seems to be an accurate word. Although I've begun to feel a bit sick.
Lean over the side if you need to. Otherwise, you're doing it.
Is your stomach turning as much as mine is?
You'll get used to it. We'll reach Serifus before long. Let's set sail!
The helm's all yours, Commander.
Solo pezzo barco, oli sitron, oli eos, oli eos.
Commander, we've reached neutral waters.
I never thought
Leaving the harbor
Athens for good.
I've left places I've called home.
We've spotted some salvage.
Get in position! Ready, Gorbo! Spear them!
Arrows!
Bows ready!
Enemy taking fire! They're firing arrows! Prepare for enemy fire!
Rowan! Go!
They're firing on us! Enemy fire! Don't think the crew can handle much more! They're set to lose! Commander, one more hit could sink us! Arrows! Watch up! I think they're going to rob us!
Very much.
Rip your heart out! Get it!
Commander! Back!
I never thought we'd have it.
I've left places I've called home.
Oars down! Enemies are close! Get ready!
They're speeding up for a hit, Commander!
Attack with your spears!
They're sent to retreat! They're coming right at us! Incoming arrows! Fire! Heavy center!
Archers! We need you!
Commander, they're heading right at us! They're setting fire at us!
Let's go!
We need to move before they hit us!
maximum speed!
Nice ship.
You don't have to do that.
Do what?
Fill the silence.
Oh, I wasn't trying to do that at all. I simply don't find myself traveling the seas very often.
It can be freeing.
Yes, freeing seems to be an accurate word. Although I've begun to feel a bit sick.
Lean over the side if you need to. Otherwise, you're king with us.
Is your stomach turning as much as mine is?
He'll get used to it. We'll reach Serifos before long.
We've got a fight coming! Be ready!
Sound gauge nearby! They'll set to fire! That fire's going to weaken the ship!
Sails up! Now!
Malata! They're headed right for us!
Archers, take your mark! Take cover! Spear volley!
They're set to fire!
Speed up!
We'll hit! There's fire! Arrows!
Archers!
They're set to release!
Throw your spears!
Fire volley incoming! Arrows incoming!
Throw spears!
Ready your aim!
Ready arrows!
They're firing on us! Watch for flames! Another hit and we are downpour!
She's over! War in! Full sail!
We are not in good shape, Commander! Get ready to put out some fires! Watch for the arrows! There will be more battles like that! Nothing to the best of it, huh?
Get the oars ready! Go! More speed! Ship your oars! Ready the oars! Ready to fire!
Of this! Arrows! Cover yourself! Fire volley! Take cover! Arrows! Watch out! Anything is about to lose!
Arrows at the ready! Let's see how they like it! Through spears!
No good!
Let's go!
They're trying to set the fire!
Increase speed! Ready or move! Ready yourselves for boarding! On my lead!
It's good to see you alive and well, Phidias.
And you, Theras. As you can see, I didn't get here alone.
Ah, yes. The kind and thoughtful hero you mentioned in your letter.
If I wasn't getting something out of it, he'd be dead already.
And for that heroism, I found some information on a man named Brisson.
I can.
Please give Pericles my thanks and my farewell.
That's everything Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and
Thank
find out
you
what
again.
these Athenians know
Don't
about
forget to
Ramadan.
come see me under less stressful circumstances.
I swear on my life and the lives I will take from others, I will not fail the cosmos again.
Please, Eros, let it be me. Let him pick me.
Φιλακρότικη λυτηρία, ρημονίδης και βροτών ελπίδων.
I'll see you. I expect you show up.
Let me guess.
That's Etios, the scion of the most influential family in Chaos.
You hope to marry?
No! My...
Your eyes tell you...
I feel...
You better start praying like...
No, I have to start...
I need to do...
Anything?
Yes!
Eros, let me help. A love.
Ridiculous!
I'll buy it from you.
I don't need your drachmi. A love potion is just, and once you've drained every last drop, first we'll need.
But
I'm sure the mist.
Please, Misty, and a lot of drachmi.
Fine. The fight.
A shipment of Look around the wreckage.
Where will I find?
No. A new.
That's all.
Excellent.
That's the shipwreck with the wine. Hope the pirates haven't gotten here yet. That must be the shipwreck she was talking about.
That was your last mistake.
This is all the wine left. The looters stripped the shipwreck clean. That's the warehouse. The wild mushrooms will be in there somewhere. Customs warehouse. Better get looking for those mushrooms.
What does a pirate need with mushrooms? I heard they can be made into weapons. Or a poison,
Try to stay out of sight.
Just shut up.
Wine and wild mushrooms. That's all of it. I should go to the girl and the witch at the temple.
Caught them completely by surprise.
Hands on your side. I will fall. Hey!
Here's everything you asked for.
Now, I just need a...
I've come this far,
No. I'll give you whatever you need to... We'll just need it. Your part in this is done, miss.
You've got to... I hope he has deep...
Come.
Oh. What?
Misthios! Kill this snake! She did this to me! She made me bald!
I'm sorry, my love. Give me a moment. Some peasants need my attention.
You said a little bit of her hair. Explain this.
Explain? It's clear, beautiful, gullible, idiot girl falls prey to her competition.
She set me up! Ethios picked her instead! He didn't even take a second look at me.
Why would you do such a thing?
Aetios can be no one's but mine. I'm the one who truly loves him. I grew up with him. I've always been the one looking out for him. You think I'd let some starry-eyed fledgling after his wealth steal the love of my life from me? Aetios doesn't know what's good for him. He's been eyeing this one for a while now. He liked the way she looked, so I changed that.
What happened to the potion?
Why, she drank it. And look, it worked wonderfully.
She added a lock of my hair to the potion, and then made me drink it. I didn't feel anything strange at the time, but when I did, all my hair, it just began to fall off.
What trickery is this? You used her hair in a spell?
A spell? Are you idiots? If only something so convenient existed. It's simple alchemy. With a little knowledge of poisonous local flora, anything is possible. And wild mushrooms are known to cause violent reactions. But honestly, I've never seen anyone go bald. Just a horrible rash at best. This went better than I expected.
I was promised Rahmi. Just give it to me. I didn't sign up for any of this drama.
Technically, the girl asked you for the items, not me.
She's making fools of us both! Kill her, Misthios!
The witch is crazy, but she did what you tried to do. Anything and everything to be with the one she loves. I can't fault her.
How could you say that after what she did to me?
Know when you are beat. Go home. Well, pay me, then go home.
See? The Misthios gets it. Come, Aetios, my dear. Let us leave these peasants to their theatrics. We have a wedding to plan.
Ας πράξει σου έγνον.
Αδύνατον εστί.
Όδα σύγκρι μόνο ζωή κτίριο και είναι το σκεδωράκι ότι βλαφούνται πικρών ή ο πόρας στην τάξη. Όδα μετάξεις μήπως να επιδείξω προκαλέσουσα των χρόνων.
Αλλά όμως πέπτω και μη καθοδόν. Έδι ένθεν καταλήψες μη. Νεοστή έφερον συνήλων σαπρών και εσύ είπα σου την καταλήψεις.
Πληθομάμα, ουχή έρωθαν έχεις διέμαι. Ψεύτεσαι αναφανθών. Ο εγώ εξάδελφος μίλα μη ήμουκε και εσύ ούτε σήκον πως χάρη. Εις αυτοπόλην επίστρεφε και κλέψον πλακούνταν ηνή.
Κλέψω πλακούντας ή κλέψω πλακούντα με τα σκαφίδων και μήλων και τελειθένων με τα σύπων. Κλέψω σε το μέγιστον ή να απολαύσω σε εστίν υποσκιάς. Άρμο οφθαλμόνι.
Πού να κλέψω κλέψε το μέγιστον δυνατόν μόντι τα διαθέτουσα. Μεγάλο να σκορπεί. Τότε ίσως να νερώσει.
Εύχον, αλλά όμως ούλο με σφρένες το σέβη. Κρόκος ή άλλον ποιος φρένει. Σι πετανόστιμος ή σκιάν δέντρο ευρύσω και απολαύσω σι ως έδεσμα.
Ο πατήρ.
What's a little girl?
Oh, hi, Mistio. I've been here all day.
Your friends will be upset.
Silly Mithios, I'm not going to.
You're a generous...
I want to give them
You mean jewelry?
That's what I said.
You don't look like you could...
I know. That's why I was going to get some shiny stones in the abandoned mines. But I've been stuck here all day with the clay. Do you think you could help me get some gifts for my... I'll make some good...
Gladly, young lady. And I...
Yay! Thank you.
These pearls...
North of the clay...
Where are these?
The mine is...
I'll see what I can... Where are all your...
They'll be coming...
Speak up, Chad.
Never mind.
Okay.
I should be done here soon. Meet me at the cliff overlooking...
That's the lagoon with the pearls. This is the lagoon the little girl mentioned. That's enough pearls. out. The mines. That's where the shiny stones are. The abandoned mines with the shiny stones. Pearls and the shiny stones. I should return to the little girl. Must not burn through. Shit! Grah! The little girl and her friends. She got here sooner than I thought she would.
Misthios!
I don't...
What? The one on the left?
Your friends? They're made of clay.
What do you mean?
I know you made...
Mother told me to make...
This isn't the way to make...
I can't! She's dead, Misthios. Mother is dead. She joined the pirates. But one day, she came back to take care of my... But I've never had any friends. Did I make a mistake? Mother won't be upset that...
You can't do this and...
What are you doing? Those are for my friends.
They are not your friends. You need to make real friends.
But all the town folk told me...
Then go somewhere else. Find other people.
You just don't get it. Go away! Πηγαίνουμε δεύθεν παντήτροπο.
Check in on her later.
Wow, you made this doll on your own? Yes, I make them out of clay. Can you make one for me too? Me too. Make one for me too. Then we can all play with them together. Sure. made this doll on your own? Huh? Yes, I make them out of clay. Can you make one for me too? Me too. Make one for me too. Then we can all play with them together. Sure.
Διαδίου δύναμη.
Κάκους τον είστε.
So many boats. So many people. There must be enough food here to feed Kefalonia for a year. Your reign has ended.
Who's that?
Misthios! My faith!
Yeah.
Your life ends here!
Stupid flames, get out! Out, damn you!
Cassandra, it's you!
Phoebe!
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said, stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmae working for Markos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmae for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. You don't want to scare people in there.
Well... How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things?
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye. You just got here. You can't leave already.
Here, Cassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotos! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongue. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides!
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Misthios like you think of a party like this?
This party could be fun. Alcibiades drinks like a Spartan. Maybe he fights like one too.
If I could suggest anything, please don't start a fight. Or end one.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
Όταν η Θεδίων έκραξε διάστημα, ή να ο πατήρ φοβήσει αυτό, μετήχθη εις τόπο που μας τυχούνται οι κακουργοί και είπε «Απάγεται». Αυτό. Ήον τι έστι είδηση γράφουν μόνο τραγωδίας.
Of course, I only use the terms war or god or... I haven't seen you around before, City.
Sure, we can talk. What about?
Before Protagoras changed the
I saw Cleon speaking...
So, you have a taste for...
I take it you and Pericles...
Hardly. Hermippos led the charge to have Aspasia ostracized and to... Yet. Pericles is the past. He's more worried about losing a few...
I'm looking for clues that...
Looking and finding are quite different things, wouldn't you say? I could observe a priest of...
Oh, forget it. If you're an ally of...
You're not from Athens, outside.
Why isn't Aspasia here?
Can you be certain she isn't? In my opinion, it's just like her to cower in the shadow.
This has been...
You're back.
This has been...
Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating air-blooder. I've had my fill. Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point again. And so it isn't the rich and powerful, but the gods who are the source of justice?
What? No!
Have you been listening to nothing I say?
Ah, the Mystios from the ostracism. Let's talk later. Ah, the Mystios from the ostracism. Let's talk later.
Πού πιστεύω σε άθη πολλήν κοσμήματα στην αγορά. Γεννήτης πούσα κείμενο φωτισμικός της περιπέρεως, όμως τα φιλίου, και θυσί άλλης απολεστήσει. Ότι τι δόλιον έχεις καταλάβει.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
I am called
What do you call yourself?
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never... Oh, go on. Introduce...
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to... Now, if you'll excuse us, I was just about to dazzle...
The man is your...
Under every stone hides a politician, I always say. Come back for more.
I'm sure she wouldn't.
Well, if you'll excuse us. Care for another impression?
That one isn't funny.
Well, if you'll excuse us, Care for another impression?
That one...
Well, if you'll...
Τα ημάτια διερριγμένα, το σώμα με λένε το κρό. Πονηρή στο μετέβη με τα υπογαλβασόμενη εντάφη καιρός, η αγορά πληθύσαει, κακίνος μου τους εδεύσε.
I suppose you've come in here to
Spare me. I'm only looking for clue.
A Spartan woman in Athens. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here.
I have...
No, you...
So, we get him drunk and...
Impressive foreigner. Euripides?
All right.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done here.
How do you know
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up.
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with a banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine.
It wouldn't be a party without someone...
Say for that arrogant playwright.
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy.
Care for another impression?
That one is...
When I need to relax...
Quickly! Bring him...
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I tried...
I'm only here...
And yet it gave us the distinct...
Έκροχες άραγε που διατρύνει το φύλλο. Τα παιδιά λέγουν συγγνώμη για την ίδια εξαρτική φυσιολογική διεύθυνση τεκτονηματίων. Εθεάθη πολύτιμος βήματα στην αγορά. Φύσιπες ενσόντους και γυμνόστρε κείμενο διεξιστάνος της περιφέρειων του Λαχυλίου και της άλλης απολεστής. Εθεάθη πολύτιμος βήματα στην αγορά. Γεννήτης ουσαϊκή. Ήφρε κείμενο διεξιστάνος της περιφέρειων του Λαχυλίου και της άλλης απολεστής. Έκροχες άραγε
I'm Pericles' new servant. I'd be happy to bring some wine.
An Athenian servant, you. And these are wine-pouring muscles.
I was a rower on Pericles' ship where he took pity on me. Now I pour wine for people who question my word. And his.
I wasn't questioning. Perhaps one drink.
Why don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize to you.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family. He just needs time to recover from his outburst.
Pericles has invited...
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician. A horrible voice, bad breeding, and vulgar manners.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Ready for more?
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more!
Why don't you just...
It's he who should have...
Sophocles is a...
You ready for another?
This wine is terrible.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity.
I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
How's Euripides?
You can stop hiding in here.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. If you see Pericles, tell him...
Dionysos, there you are. Everyone else here is boring. Let's play a singing game. You like to sing? You like to sing.
What did you have in mind?
One of us will sing, then the...
Let's do this.
I want to play too.
Euripides should start. It was his idea.
Fine, fine, but let's do a good one. A battle song?
Is there any other kind?
At the flick of a limb comes Aspasia's whim, and Pericles' walls aim to contain us all within.
The Spartan hordes outside eat your cattle and children alive. They dance at your walls, they don't rain but they squall.
Pericles guarantees death for us all.
Oh, so bring your merchants and bring their butlers. If they be sons, they bring their fathers. This is war, war,
War! Bring your murderers to the crimson quiver! Bring the helots if they be spillers! It is war, war, war!
Without our fathers or mothers, we row straight to Hades, or the belly of Milos. We are alone, and so we row. For a short life we row, row, row.
The stupid sweepers, the genius teachers, all just meats and juice and liver!
So grab your spears and grab your daggers! Plunge them deep in! Heroes they'll make us! This is war! 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 This is war! War! War!
War, war, war!
War, war, war!
Enough, enough! You're a great singer!
The best! You should act in my plays.
Here, take this to remember the occasion. This party has turned out much better than I ever could have expected.
You should find Hippocrates in Argos. I'm sure you will.
Ah, the Mystios from the ostracism. Let's talk later.
Η αγορά πληθύσανε. Κακίνος ο Πιταλίνας έβριζε με κοινός κοινός. Αληθώς και χαριτωμένος. Ουκές κοινός που χαιρετίζει ώρα άπαντας και έφυγε, παίρνει την ουρά του κοινός και... Και συνάπτεις πιτός του ταχύλου του πρωτοκόλλου του κοινός και ο χρόνος και ο λόγος όταν είσαι μόνος του ενδύσεις. Ορχίζομαι πολλά
αλλά και η
Someone's being hurt.
Open this door or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I thought this party was tame even by Athenian standards. Until now.
Let them have their meeting of the minds. I'm more interested in meeting other parts.
Ali, we're out of oil again.
Ali?
You know they like you when they give you a pet name. There's more olive oil in the kitchen, but Aspasia keeps complaining about me walking unencumbered through her symposiums.
You mean naked?
It sounds so good when you say it.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Time for some fun. You'll have to help me strip off these uncomfortable Athenian robes.
Gladly. If you like, we can feed them to the goat.
There's another goat?
Ooh.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Theatera? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts.
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anfusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anfusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
Ουκ έστιν ως της έστι βοηθήσει.
Τι βόλιον έχεις κατά νου? Εσύ απέστειλε εδώ πέρα εμπρισμένα πολύ τη σημεί και έχουμε άραγε ο διαστήμη των Χριστών χρόνων.
Ah, if it is...
I think we agreed. How do you...
Ah, you remember.
You really intend to use...
If you've been arguing this long and you...
We're discussing the nature of rulers. We're better to do so than here. Alas,
It is an art, as all worthy undertaking.
yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would save the lives of his men? What are you trying to say?
I never tried to say anything.
But you just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all. I only attempted to gain your view on the matter.
You're wasting your time. Aspasia.
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
Socrates is an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, now. To convince someone in this house, even your eyes must tell a lie.
Fine, it was me. But my actions were personal, not political.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn, but I feel a bit uncomfortable, to be honest.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I'm searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests. I'll help you however I can during your travels.
You just got here. You can't leave already.
Find Hippocrates in Argos. Sure.
I'll help you however I can during your travels.
Cassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And, of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long time, but at least he'll be safe.
Why send Emetiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to her, Pericles. The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe him when he says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
Αληθίσει.
Και
Θα τα ρωτήσω στη λόγα.
I'm sorry, but I can't. It's too much, even for me.
Έχουμε ποιος άραγε που διατρύβει τον Χριστόχρονο.
τον πέδα, βρίσκει νερά.
Η αγορά φλεχτήσαγες. Κακοί επιτυχηδές έπαιζαν εκτενώς κοινό. Αληθώς και χαριτωμένο.
Επηρεάζει πολύ κρούσματα στην αγορά. Η νήτης μουσαϊκή. Ήφερε κείμενο των ουσιαστικών στους περιφέρειων.
You're back.
This
You look tired.
Only of conversation.
See?
I'm not done with these.
Find Hippocrates in Argos. I'm sure. You're back.
I'm looking for...
Looking and finding...
Oh, for... If you're... I'm looking... Oh. I'm looking for... Oh. This has been...
Gods! Set fire out! Ah, no! Put it out! Out! No, no! No! Damn it!
Thank you for your help, my friend. Thank you for your help, my friend.
You look
Only of course.
See?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me.
You get used to it. What are you going to do now?
There's a woman on the island of Chaos that I need to meet. I think I'll head there first.
I've heard there are pirates there.
I'll be sure to be careful.
Good.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Cassandra!
Άρχεστε ο άνθρωπε. Πάψε.
Τι γίνεται, έναν εξάδελφον γέρο. Πού κασφαλέσαι.
Τι τον όλο. Δι διαφυγήν με εντεύθεν παντήτων.
Βοήθησον, ήμαρτον, εις άνθρωπος, ούφανο, εκρύπτηκαν ήδη.
I don't see any soldiers here. Only pirates. They must be running the whole island.
Gods have mercy!
You want mercy? Those who trade in slaves anywhere on my island will be marked as slaves themselves, then hauled to Attica and fed to the system they tried to profit from. Get this scum out of my sight.
I thought all pirates were slavers.
And you are?
My name is Cassandra.
Well, Cassandra, we're all thought to be murderers too. So, tell me why I shouldn't kill you right here.
I was told you're a trader of information.
Among other things, yes.
I'm looking for someone.
Sneaking into my city is a strange way to make a first impression.
I needed to speak with you directly. I didn't think your pirates would just let me walk up and knock.
Then speak.
I'm looking for a woman. She left Sparta when I was a child.
I'll need more than that, Cassandra.
She has birthmarks on her arm that form the constellation Aquila.
Now, that is something I can work with. Just who exactly is this woman?
She's my mother. I haven't seen her since I was a child.
So, you're on a quest to find your family?
Something like that.
Then your path is not an easy one.
Aspasia's the one who sent me to find you.
Aspasia? Now why would she do that?
She said you might have information that could help me in my search.
You can have anything for the right price.
And what is that price?
One you can afford, I'm sure.
Why do you need so much drachmi?
I have a city to
I don't have that kind of drachmi.
I find that surprising.
What proof do I have that—
I already know Myrrine.
How do you know that name?
That's not all I—
Getting that much drachmi—
You have a ship and a crew? That's enough to find work here in Coresia.
You want me to steal—
The other locals aren't too happy about us pirates. Their leader has a Don't worry.
Trust a pirate to only help for a boatload of drachmi. If I'm going to pay her, I need to find some work on this island.
The mighty nuts.
I don't have the drachmi.
There's no rush on my part. If you need work, check with—
It should be much easier to travel the island now that everyone won't try to kill me on sight.
καλύτερο καμό.
Don't worry.
You deserve